Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Magnus and welcome guys back to part 5 of Let's Play Civilization 5 as Polynesia. We are gearing up for war against Portugal. We've gotten 3 privateers and right now we are just waiting for some iron so I can build some frigates. I'm considering getting another crossbowman after this rider skill, and I think that's exactly what I'll do. Elizabeth is a threat to the stability, says Sejong. Sejong, oh crap. No, not the glitch again. It's the famous civilization glitch. Yeah, look at this shit. It happens sometimes. You have to restart civilization when this happens, or else they start appearing everywhere. The black spots of doom. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, I think the black spots are gone now. Yep, they are indeed. Alright, so... Oh god. I thought it was another glitch, but nope, it wasn't. Alright, so the pearls are ours. I just noticed that Maria Theresa has settled the city right here. I gotta get some walls in my new city. In all of them, really. Elizabeth is a threat. Everyone hates freaking Elizabeth. She's kind of like the bad guy of this game. I think that's kind of funny. But yeah, 3 frigates is what I want. 3 frigates sounds like a good number. And I will get 3 iron. It should help out a lot. We have a workboat right here, that goes over here. I like how, like, the exploration tree increases the movement of your workboats. That's kind of funny. This city needs to grow, or else I would have put some specialists into the... Oh, nice, I can build a monastery here, apparently. I don't want to, though. I think I'd rather have a pagoda. Monasteries aren't that great unless you have a wine and incense nearby. But yeah, I can definitely... Maybe I can also grab a boat from here. I can grab a privateer. I do believe... Do I have armory in here? No, I need to get myself an armory. Then I can actually start building ships from here as well. Alright. So 3 privateers seems like a good number. We can pillage trade routes with them. And we can have a jolly good time. Theodora has completed the Uvisi. And finally, with this food... we should be able to grow a little bit more in Samoa. Because I do believe we are working that tile. So Samoa will grow a little bit faster now. Alright, let's see what gives us the most gold. Yeah, Lisbon gives us the most gold, but we're not going to trade with Lisbon. We might actually get something out of the city-state. Sakaraman could work, but it's a little bit too close for comfort, I think. We could see if there's any quests to trade with any of the nearby city-states. Not really. But I think Sakaraman works. If not, we can perhaps trade with Manila. Manila works. That's only 11 gold per turn, though. I mean, we do get science out of trading with Utrecht, so we could do that. 1 science, though. It's not fantastic. I would prefer to trade with Lisbon, but I'm going to lose it as soon as I declare war, so there's really no point. There is some... I will trade with Sakaraman. Why not? There's not that many ships on this side. Alright, so yeah, she does have a lot of naus, which are pretty strong. Oh, so many embarked forces I would have loved to just... Okay, she's moving her army away. That is actually fantastic. I think she's moving to attack England. So that is actually pretty cool. Alright, so we're working with our mine. And in 2 turns, we will complete it. This will also be a really cool coastline for a lot of Maoris. Or Mao. I can never fucking pronounce that shit. Muay. Alright. So Dido will apparently be the host regardless. Oh no, we can actually vote in William. Okay, who's strongest? Dido or William? Dido is definitely strongest, so we want to shift the power balance over to William. So let's vote in William as the leader. Like, you always want to try not to let the strongest player be the World Congress leader, because you don't want to give them more votes. That's never a good thing. Alright, so we have another crossbowman. That's great. We'll get a pagoda in 21 turns. That's also great. So here we go. Accuracy 1, accuracy 2. This is perfect. Can we get yet another one in? I mean, can't hurt, can it? I mean, we can get another crossbowman. We won't get the iron until 3 turns. I'm also strongly consider placing specialists in here. This will cause the city to stop growing. I don't know. It's nice getting some riders, though. But, Nah, I need the city to be on production focus. But I also want it to grow. Yeah, it will grow in 4 turns. That's good enough for me. Yeah, Maria's plotting against me. Tell me something I don't know. Wonder what she's doing though. Yeah, so now we get a big boost with William for giving him the majority in the World Congress, which is nice. We're gonna get a harbor here, so we connect that city to our trade network. Alright, this is wonderful, this is wonderful. And we have iron. Finally, we have iron. It means we can upgrade our shit. Finally. We'll keep the swordsman here though. Would be nice to upgrade that as well, but we don't really need to do that right now. Right now we need to upgrade these guys. Upgrade, upgrade, upgrade. And let's swap out this pikeman with this crossbowman, because crossbowmen are pretty good. Now let us work on this camp. So it would be nice to finish this. We can let this crossbowman finish, and then we're gonna start working on frigates. 15 turns it will take to build 3 frigates. Should give us more than enough time to prepare. Do believe we have a declaration of friendship. Yeah, we do. Declaration of friendship. No, I don't think we... No, we don't got a declaration of friendship right now. We actually don't, but... Alright. Right, so we got the crossbowmen out. This is gonna be a fun war. We can actually... What we can do is we can build some frigates in Samoa as well. That should go a little faster than building 3 frigates in Honolulu. So we can do that. Really glad I got that seaport. Alright, we have only 1 happiness. That is a little bit worrying. We definitely need to focus hard on our happiness. How are the other cities doing? Seoul isn't that big yet. That's good. Constantinople is pretty fucking big. Amsterdam. Let's view Amsterdam, shall we? We just have to wait a little bit. There we go. He has unemployed citizens. That's because the city is so big. Louvre and the National College. He hasn't built the National College yet? Jesus Christ. Well, Maria Theresa and Elizabeth are currently fighting. And wow, that's such an AI. Actually, this isn't a bad city at all. It has a lot of resources. Just because it's in the tundra doesn't make it bad. Just makes it worse. Alright, so, who can we trade with from here? Amsterdam, naturally. Alright, we are sadly unhappy, so we need to buy some resources. Can we buy some resources? Yes, we can. Elizabeth kind of likes us, that's good. There we go, and I'm thinking Dido wants to buy our horses. No. How about Theodora? Do you want to buy our horses? She does. I think I can get 100 for those. That's 100 gold we didn't have before. Alright, let's upgrade this guy. Just so we have a little bit more of a stronger military here in case the city comes under attack. You never fucking know. Alright, so once this armory is done, I think we're actually going to produce a frigate in Samoa. Samoa's production isn't... Actually, it's pretty good, now that I think about it. It is the city with King Solomon's mines, so... It is definitely okay. So let's... Yeah, 11 turns. That's not bad. We'll complete roughly around the time the second privateer gets into position. And then it is time to attack. Attack, attack, attack. And we should look for other resources to buy, because we're dipping low again. Looks like William is interested in selling us ivory. And we can steal another attack. Lovely. Okay, so what can we steal? We can steal acoustics, and that seems to be pretty much about it, but that is fine. Alright, let's go for bombardment 1, bombardment 2. Alright, the caravel seems to be done exploring, so we can send them up to rejoin the fleets. We should definitely do that. It will be here in 8 turns. That seems okay. I completely forgot I had the caravels. Alright, let's hope that spy didn't get caught. That would be annoying. Let's see if we have coal. I really fucking hope we have coal. That is always a big game changer. If you don't have coal, the game tends to be a little bit... Okay, I swear not to spy on you anymore. Fuck, we have to spy on someone else then. We're still number 7, so we can spy on pretty much anyone we like. And that is probably going to be England. Why not? Yeah, World's Fair. We aren't even trying to build the World's Fair, to be quite honest. I mean, we could go for the free policy, but honestly, I wouldn't even know where to begin right now. So, right now, taking Portugal should be our main priority, and that alone. Right, so when I got 3 private frigates and every single unit is in position, then we shall attack. And probably I'm over-preparing a little bit for this war. I think this war isn't going to be as hard as I may think, but it's Deity, and it really fucking sucks to go into a war not prepared. Because that is usually a pretty bad thing. Honolulu is not growing right now, but it is on production focus. I'll switch it over to food. It's actually, oh wow, suddenly 9 happiness. Boom. Let's see, resource lists. We are actually exporting all of our cotton, which isn't good. That is not good at all. I'm actually considering befriending. If there's a city-state that requires investors, then that would actually be kind of sweet. Let's see if there's any city-state that wants money. No. Tyre wants money. And a trade route. And it's a mercantile city. Ooh. I could dump a... Oh, yes. Definitely. And they're allied with Portugal, so that is just actually perfect. Look at that. That gives me happiness, and it takes a city away from Portugal, which is actually just freaking fantastic. Alright, suddenly I get 2 more iron. That is actually pretty cool. I think I'm gonna build yet another frigate, to be quite honest. Oh my god, the state had 2 iron. That is actually fantastic. I think I'm gonna go here and help build some more moais. Alright, land units. Land units. Hey ho. 7 turns. And we're gonna get another one. Lovely. Alright, 15 turns. We'll get industrialization. And we have a university in Tonga now, so that's great. Could consider putting some guys into here. I think that's a good idea, actually. It's gonna grow nevertheless, so that's actually completely fine with me. And we can probably queue up a workboat in the city, even though it takes quite a while to build one. Alright, here we have our caravel. The caravels are gonna be relatively useful. They're fast, they're good at pillaging trade routes. They're not great against ships, but again, they're decent. They have boarding parting 1, so they can take care of some of the lesser ships at the very least. Alright. Let us move in. Alright, so we finally got our pagoda. That's great. Some extra happiness. Suddenly we have 21 fucking happiness. This is actually pretty insane. Wow. Okay. That is great. And everyone loves Korea. That's actually not good. Everyone should hate Korea. Alright. But this frigates... That puts me up to 4 frigates, so that should be more than enough. Alright. We're building the Maoris. Oh, iron. Oh my god, I actually want that, but I can buy that later. Oh, he only has... Ah, okay. There we go. Alright, 2 turns till we get the frigates. We're not gonna get anything from the World's Fair, but honestly, that is fine. I mean, I would have liked the extra policy, to be quite honest, but we're gonna have to do without. I do wonder, I should probably unlock the rationalism opener next time I get a policy, because that 10% increased science is pretty dope. Alright, cargo ship. Let's trade with Tyre, because we have a trade quest with Tyre. We definitely want to keep them going into this war. But we can't trade with Tyre? Ah, we probably need to... yeah, we probably need to go to Samoa to trade with Tyre, or probably even this city. You know what? That's fine. I'll do that for some influence, actually. We still get a decent amount of money. Alright. When this frigate is in position, I'll go. Then I'll have freaking 4 frigates. That's gonna be great. Alright. This one can trade with Tyre. 5 gold per turn. That is actually really crap, but you know, I'll take it. I'll take it. Alright. So we'll declare war in 7 turns. Right, so we can probably get an observatory here right now. It would probably be wise to get the stable. We need a little because we do have... Actually, do we need the stable? Yeah, we get 2 extra hammers from that, so that's actually something we should have gotten a long time ago. And then we're going to switch the city over to food focus. I think we're going to switch all of our cities over to food focus, really. We're going to focus on growing them, because we have 20 fucking happiness right now, which is great going into a war, naturally. Alright, we should also... Wait, did I seriously build... Wow. Did I seriously build the fishing boats on top of a fish instead of the pearls? I'm a freaking idiot. What the hell am I doing? Wow, that is some... That is impressive, I gotta say. Even for me. That is freaking impressive. Alright, so I have a scientist. I should probably pop him, to be quite honest, because I don't really have any room to work in the academies. It will give me 1900 or 2000 science. That's like 10 turns of tech. You know, popping industrialization is actually pretty good. If I have coal, because that means I can get an ideology, so I'm actually going to go for it. After that, I'm probably sure we can go for rifling. Alright, let's do it. We have coal! Yes! Only bad thing about this is that I have to erase the Maui to get the coal. But aside from that, it is freaking fantastic. And I get another spy right away. Let's spy on Constantinople, shall we? So that is like the only bad thing about this. Alright. Let's move in. Can even get musketmen before we go, which is actually fine. I mean, they don't have that much more combat strength. They have 24 as opposed to 21, but they don't cost iron, so I can use my iron on other things like frigates. So that's actually not too bad. So we'll do that. But yeah, popping a scientist again in industrialization is actually not that bad, because it allows you to find coal faster, which allows you to build factories faster, which allows you to get ideologies faster. So I don't really have a lot of good room for academies. I could build academies near the other cities, but they don't stack up as well if you don't build them outside your capital. Alright, let's upgrade. It's not an expensive upgrade at all. Okay, actually, it's sort of expensive. I'll upgrade these guys as well. Alright, come on frigates, I wanna get this war started now. This war is gonna be... No, Elizabeth, you've already, like, been at war with her for, like, 1,000,000 years. Alright, I do believe I'll get a backstabbing bonus, or backstabbing penalty from attacking her. But you know what, it's fine, I don't really care. The musketmen can stay here. There we go. We'll get the observatory, which is great for our science output. We're not that far behind, really. Yeah, we're pretty close, actually. So this game is going pretty well. Since we don't have that many cities, our technologies aren't that expensive. Because, you know, for every city you found, Theodora is building up for a naval sneak attack. Interesting. Huh. Could be me. Because every city you find reduces the technology cost by 5%, so having a lot of cities isn't necessarily good for your science. Sure, we can do a declaration of friendship with William. That is fine. Alright, our frigate is here, ladies and gentlemen. Let us attack! So, can we do anything about Kyusel? No, we absolutely cannot. Alright. The war has begun!
Bom, sendo assim, não temos mais o que falar.
Okay, let us begin! So, what we want to do is we want to definitely try and capture as many ships as possible, but with our privateers. This is a Carthaginian caravel. Alright, so let's move in, and let's just start by assaulting Porto. We can also steal gold with privateers, but they do take a lot of damage, so we gotta be a little bit careful about that. This is also... I have difficulty seeing the difference between the different colors. So let's move in. Take a worker. Just delete that. Might as well. Should we attack this knights? Probably. Alright, let's move in with the crossbowmen. Alright, let's start shooting. This city will fall really fast. Could even attack it with the privateer, just to get some... I mean, they do steal gold, I'm pretty sure. I do think they come with that promotion. Coastal Raider 1, yeah. They steal some money. Let's try it. How much money did that give us? 8 gold. That's fine. Alright. Not gonna... We can't take that just yet, I think. Ah, the Polynesian battle theme, man. So fucking cool. I think that the entirety of Maria's army is actually off fighting England. Because she used to have quite a lot. Okay, it seems like she also won the World's Congress. Interestingly enough. Ah, here she comes. We probably want to move back a little bit and deal with that. Oh, listen to that fucking... what is that instrument even? It's freaking amazing sounding is what it is. Alright, let's view the city. It's not the city we want to keep, so we're gonna race it. Alright, here's some nows coming in. So let's attack. Okay, this is the Portuguesian now, yeah. We don't want to let the caravel attack. We want to kill it with a privateer. We didn't capture it, sadly. Alright, so now that city fell really fast. Holy fucking shit. I'm just going to shoot on this worker to get experience, really. We can heal up these privateers. And I don't really need this worker. So I am just going to delete it, really. Oh, listen to that fucking guitar play. Oh, so good. Alright, let's look for trade routes. Oh, cool. Gatling guns. Yes, definitely. Oh, a great admiral. Ooh. Oh, AI, you stupid, man. You can't put Peter Tordenskjold out like that. He deserves so much better, and he was definitely not Portuguesian, by the way. Civilization, learn your fucking history. Well, that went so much smoother than it should have went. Alright, alright. Let us, wow, holy shit, frigates are strong. Oh my god, they're so fucking powerful. So just shoot on the workers to get experience. Might as well, right? We'll heal up the privateers. Boom. And the Gatling guns are really nice. They do have less range, so they're worse at taking cities, but still pretty good. Alright, I really struggle seeing the difference between the two. We didn't capture them, sadly. Oh, that's... We gotta keep in mind, those things are caravels. They look like frigates, but they're caravels, so don't be intimidated by them. There's no reason to be. So I think they look a lot more intimidating than they actually are. But trust me, they're nothing special. Alright. Let's burn the witch. I think like her entire army is out of position. I think that's what's so funny about this. She should have a much bigger army than this. Also, I placed my freaking caravel in bombardment range. I can't do that shit. Also, I gotta be careful here, because she's gonna take my weaker cities if I'm not careful. So, but I can pillage her fish. I can take her workers. It's so silly that workers can defend themselves. Also, I shouldn't have attacked from that spot. That was freaking stupid of me. Alright, let us attack her nows. Whatever the fuck you want to call them. Let's bring out our privateers. Like so. We can get range on these bad boys. That would be insane. Alright, we can pillage right here. It's too bad we don't have a general. A general would be really nice. Alright, let's take down her ships. We're gonna get another one very soon. Another privateer. Gotta be careful not to lose any ships, but I'm pretty sure I'll lose my caravel, because it's in bombardment range where it shouldn't be. Alright, let's trade with London. Did I lose any trade routes? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Oh crap, I keep forgetting caravels can't retreat after they attack. I should be really careful. I'm probably gonna lose this caravel right now. Pretty sure. Especially if the cannon... Yeah, lost 2 ships actually now. Caravels, but still. Gotta be careful. Also, that Great Admiral would actually have been pretty sweet right now. So, yeah, I gotta be less reckless with my troops. Alright, let's regroup a little bit. Let's grab cover. And, we definitely also don't want to lose these guys, that's for sure. What the hell? Oh, it's a Carthaginian cargo ship. Alright, I thought it was a military unit, but it was not. Alright, let's grab naval units. Now, let's kill this thing. Ah, I got it. Lovely. So actually, you actually get the freaking unit. That's fantastic. That is actually really cool. And that means... Can I then use its unique ability too? I can! Exotic cargo. We're gonna go and do that. That is actually really fucking cool. That is kick-ass. Alright, let's... I don't really want to move in with my crossbowmen, to be quite honest. They're a little weak. But now that I got the Gatling gun here, I think it's fine. Holy shit, this war is going really well. Gotta be careful not to get too overzealous, though. Alright, Samoa. Should get a windmill, in my opinion. More production is always a good thing. This city needs a library. Then it needs a workshop. And now we got some more workboats to work on the different things over here. Alright. Lost a musketman. Gotta be careful. Focus fire is a thing, after all. But now I can start sieging the capital. Alright, great. Look at that coastline of Maui's. Wonderful. Alright. See how many of these guys we can capture. Got another one. Oh my god, this is fantastic. It's so fucking broken. The ability to capture ships. It's ridiculous how stupid it is, really. Alright, crossbowmen with accuracy. But they didn't have that already? What the hell? Alright. Let us move in for the kill, as it were. Can attack it, but I really don't want to. There's really no point, as things stands. So, yeah, we'll just wipe her out completely. That's the plan. 13 happiness. We need to rebuild our trade route, though. So after the observatory, we should definitely queue up a cargo ship. Not a caravel, a cargo ship. And then we should go Artist Guild and Musicians Guild, because we do want to start generating those great people. Although we perhaps might need to start working on factories. Alright, took some damage. But as long as we don't die, that's fine. We got that Haka War Dance, so we gotta keep these guys alive. They're pretty valuable. They're pretty freaking valuable. Now they got cover, which makes them even better. We can just pillage our way to victory. Let's go and rest up our ships a little bit in friendly terrain. These 2 frigates can actually come and rejoin the battle. I really want to use that exotic goods ability that I have. See how much I actually get. Apparently you get larger bonuses the larger you're away from the capital, so maybe I should go and do it on a ship that's really far away from the capital. Or on a city, I mean. Could work. Alright. These privateers aren't really doing much over here, so we can go and pillage some trade routes. Alright. Let's pillage and keep attacking. What I like about Gatling guns is that they're sort of like melee units, but they can attack cities without taking damage back. So do we want Merchant Navy? Or do we want a Great Admiral? I think we're gonna get a Great Admiral anyway, although it would be nice to get multiple ones. Huh. I think I want to go Merchant Navy, actually, because that gives me more gold. I'll get a Great Admiral. I don't need it for this war. Yeah, I'm gonna get it. Probably this war. So I'll have one. I think my next target is going to be Korea, to be quite honest. I think a stable here would be nice. Actually, no, we only have one. I think a windmill would be a lot better. Alright. Anyway, I think this episode has been long enough. We'll continue the war when we get back. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Please consider leaving a like and a comment if you did enjoy it. And join us next time as we start the siege of Lisbon. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Alright. See you next time. Goodbye.